Hey, how you doing? A handful of you may know that I play some Final Fantasy XIV, but what you may not know is that I also dabble in this little quaint game known as old school RuneScape. I've only really played RuneScape for maybe a couple of hours, but I have always been fascinated with the challenge videos that people make for this game. You have region locked accounts, time locked accounts, boss locked accounts, tile accounts, you name it, there's a Snowflake account out there somewhere. It really is a testament to the open world nature of RuneScape. The ability to play the game in a variety of different ways, creating insane challenges that despite everything, still seem to work out in the end. And for a while I wanted to bring this idea of a Snowflake character into the world of Final Fantasy XIV, but that's actually pretty hard to do. Final Fantasy XIV and RuneScape are two very different games. They may both be MMORPGs, but they both have completely different design philosophies. Final Fantasy XIV has a much stronger emphasis on doing things with other players, and as a result, it plays things a lot safer. It doesn't like players doing weird things outside of its own boundaries to make sure everyone's experience is the best it can be. That's why Blue Mage is its own separate class away from the main set, for example. And I mean, that's fine. Final Fantasy XIV is still fun to play, it's still one of my top games of all time. You could do an Ultimate Iron Man, but you have 140 slots compared to RuneScape's 28. And unlike RuneScape, you have less of a need for items, so even if you limit yourself to a single box, you'll still have more than enough space to work with. You could also do region locking, but then it just becomes a tedious grind as all the higher level mobs are further into the game and gated behind story content. I mean, you could theoretically level fishing to level 90 in one spot, and someone's already made a good video about that. If I wanted to give myself a challenge in this game, I really had to think. I had to create something truly insane. Something stupid. Something catastrophically moronic. And then it hit me. First person McPherson. There we go. Alright, so, rule number 1 of the challenge. I have to stay in first person mode for the rest of the game. If I leave first person mode for more than 3 seconds, I will receive a death on the character. Now, there will be moments in the game where the camera will yoink itself out of my skull to throw me into a cutscene. Those don't count. If I have full control of my character, I must zoom in whenever possible. In the grand scheme of things, this doesn't matter. I'm never going to try to zoom out deliberately. This is just an extra check to make sure that I do not get tempted to zoom out. But Vortail, death doesn't mean anything in this game. Who cares? Well, that's where rule number 2 comes in. As I do this challenge, I will have a death bank that will hold all of my deaths collected throughout the playthrough. If the bank has any available, I have to go backwards through content and redo them until I catch up to where I currently am. So for example, if I've reached Copperbell Mines and I have 1 death in the bank, I have to go back to Tam-Tara Deepcroft before I can continue. If I die twice, then I have to go back to Sastasha. And as you can probably guess, Sastasha is the bottom of the barrel. The final rule is that I will be queuing for all of the content by myself and will never do it with trusts. I cannot use the market boards or retainers, and I will require to get everything by myself. Now, I mean, players with more experience probably realize that this isn't going to matter anyway. It is essentially a softer version of an Iron Man, but this game is going to spoon feed me just about everything I will ever need. And with that, let's just get the ball rolling. It has been a hot minute since I've started this game in Gridania. Last time I was in Gridania was when I first played the game, which was... wow, it's almost been a decade. Holy. So, the class I have chosen right out of the gate is Dragoon. I was having a discussion with people over which class I should pick to do a first-person challenge, and Dragoon was chosen, and I kind of get why. The Dragoon moves around a fair amount and can easily get himself killed. When we get stuff like elusive jump, I'm going to have to be extremely careful not to jump off of a platform. The other reason we chose Dragoon is that Dragoon is my least favorite class in the game. I am not a fan of Dragoon. I'm not saying Dragoon is a bad class. If you're a Dragoon main, more power to you, but I do not like playing Dragoon personally, and I think it would just add a little bit more to the challenge we're currently doing. Man. Yoshi P, when are you adding bunny hopping into this game? Alright, so, here we go. Our first kill. This won't be too difficult. So, first person is a bit weird. When you attack an enemy, your character will try to physically lock onto it and bring the camera with it. So if I'm like turned around and I hit the attack button, I'm going to turn around and face the target. This happens anytime I try to hit the attack button. I imagine I'm going to get used to it as time goes on, especially when I'm up against bosses that I should be looking at anyway. Okay, so another problem that occurs as a result of being in first person mode is no matter what camera type you have, moving backwards you have to walk. Which is a lot slower. So if I need to move out of any content, I need to turn around and move. You know, I just realized I told myself to attune to the Aetheryte and I have still chosen to walk all the way back. You know, I literally just said that I attuned to Aetherytes and I could have teleported there. And once again, I have chosen to walk to where I need to go. I just want to take the scenic route, man, and you don't usually see the game at this level. You don't usually look at all the extra details. I mean, look at that. Look how good that looks. I've got every class to 90, but I do not know a thing about Dragoon. Like, Dragoon was that class I leveled up on the side using tribes. I didn't even bother learning how to play it properly. So I guess I get to become a Dragoon main today. And then realize that I should have gone Monk instead. I can't die to this, right? I did not put Life Surge on a button. You guys want to wait for a second? I gotta put this on my clickable section. Oh, that's going for me. Okay, there's an AoE. I suppose that helps a little bit. If you see the enemy turn around to face you, you're probably being hit with an AoE of some kind. Alright. Easy, well done. I'll take 2 commendations, please. Super Hamamzom. Why couldn't you have a normal name like Morlin? Man, you were huge. I need to actually like look down. Make sure you're not AoEing me at any point. You are strong, but are you strong enough to withstand this? Oh, I should probably move the... Oh, I mean, I could just play facing down the entire time. I mean, that would help. Oh god, that's actually a lot bigger than I thought it was. But the thing is, I will have to look up at some point. There's going to be stack markers later in the game. Housing? Oh boy! I can't wait to own a house! The view suddenly jerking back is so off-putting, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it. There might be a way to fix that, actually. Now he's just stuck casting Blizzard 2. Dude, you must be at full MP, come on. You don't need to keep casting Blizzard 2. Alright, and there we go. Oh, whoa, this is new. I understand what I have accepted terms and conditions. A nice little touch that I kind of forgot they did is that you actually see Ida and the crew. Yes, yada 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 yada. Oh, alrighty then. The job quests are done. My dude is looking pretty snazzy, and I think now we should actually take on Sastasha. One thing I will state real quick is I discovered that you can turn this off, and it will actually prevent you from locking on to your target, which is actually very useful. Come on, can you no see there's a queue? What are you looking at, you dafty? Aha! Here we go. Our first dungeon. The first stop on the 3 intro dungeons is Sastasha, and as you could guess, there was no real problems to be had. The first boss is just a plumped up mob, and the next 2 bosses are essentially the same guy twice. The last boss has mechanics that you can just completely ignore and take him down before anything bad happens. Clearly we got a bunch of new people in here. I don't need to laugh at me, just because I forgot to fix my portrait again. Are we actually doing the puzzle? Wow, we actually have gamers doing the puzzle. I'm sorry, Tank, I'm ruining your life right now. I am taking aggro from everything. I can't see shit. I need to turn off effects. Oh my god, I'm actually going blind here. Alright, the chicken solved the puzzle, so it's all up to you, my dude. Oh, we got it. Why did I say that like it was a surprise? It's not. The puzzle's not that hard to do. Oh, I've just realized all the names in the party list are actually showing. I'm gonna have to blur that out the whole way through. Like, the main reason I want to keep the names hidden is that I don't ever want anybody to feel like they're to blame because I'm doing this stupid challenge. Holy fuck. It's just Sastasha, man. Calm down. Nice. What a Chad player getting that extra EXP. That's what you want to see. Oh, I have an LB. I'll be using that as soon as... I'm going to be using that as soon as the fight... No! Red Mage! That was not used. I mean, okay, you know what? That was actually the optimal play, to be fair. That was actually the optimal play. I can't be that mad. I would have done the same. Oh, I've just discovered a technique. I didn't even think about that. So if I left click, it only turns my head, which means I can actually keep my eye on other things going on in the level, while also fighting in melee range. So I don't actually have to properly face them. Anyway, GG. Sastasha done. Thank you, gamers. The next stop is Tam-Tara, contender for the worst dungeon in the game for me, but thankfully it's also easy. There's no real boss to speak of until the very end, and while the boss itself has more going on, it's still fundamentally simple. There are a couple of spots where the tank could big pull more than they can handle and things might get out of hand, but overall, this run was fine. I know a lot of people hate it when a Lalafell is a tank, because you can't see them. But you know what? They're the closest to the ground. They can see the EOEs a lot easier, so I feel like if any class should be a tank, it should be a Lalafell. Ooh, scenic route. I haven't been this way in a hot minute. What the heck even is a Croft Light? You doing alright? Mage? Black Mage? Thaumaturge? You doing okay? I hope so. I think Thaumaturge has a stone in his shoe, but it's alright. You'll get here eventually. Oh, I just realized I do not have it on my balls.
I'm trying! Fucking Christ, god damn it!
I don't know what's on this plate. Are those low poly grapes? So Copperbell Mines is the final stop in the trio, and it's had an update recently to make it remarkably less boring. It's still an easy run though. All 3 bosses now have actual mechanics, preventing the dungeon from remaining a complete slog to get through. Dude, strafe running works. And the SR40 our way to the end.
Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
I remember back in the day when there were 2 enemies here. And you could just literally run past them. So hey, you guys come here often? Where'd he go? Dude, oh man, if I'm inside him, it's a nightmare. I keep losing him. Alright, GG easy, another dungeon done. Okay, so I get the feeling a lot of people probably know this already, but if you're unaware, the Waking Sands is quite a distance away from Horizon, isn't it? You actually go to Limsa Laminsa, and then you go to the Arcanist Guild. You can then take the boat to Vesper Bay, and you will get to the Rising Sands a lot quicker. Now, this trick doesn't actually matter anymore. The game gives you so many tickets to go back to the Waking Sands. But hey, if you didn't want to waste any of the tickets, for whatever reason, there you go. I don't know what it is with Camp Drybone, but I swear to God, every time I try to get out of this place, I end up forgetting what the actual exit is, and I end up going the wrong... Oh, I just did it again. Man, I always have so much trouble getting out of here, and I don't know why. Alright, so me and the boys have been captured. Don't ask, it's complicated. I am supposed to go and get sacrificed, but I need to take care of something real quick before I go. So this dude right here will unlock Halatali for us. Halatali is an entirely optional dungeon, but it's required for this challenge. The good news is that it's easy. Like, really easy. The first boss you can completely ignore the mechanics for. The second boss is... well, it just sucks. And the final boss is so forgettable I actually thought it was from a different dungeon. The biggest danger are the mobs between each fight, especially if you get bad luck with the winches. But the run was over before I even knew it happened. I hate this boss. I hate this boss so much. Dude, I really like the part where I had to wait for the ability to attack the boss again. That was my favorite part. Can we do that again? Oh, we are doing it again. Nice. That's my favorite part. I love waiting. It always confuses me why some things in the game require you to say yes to a prompt and other things don't. Like, no, I will not open this door. I will not take this portal. I will instead just stay here.
And there comes a giant fish!
God, that is a great view for that attack. Alright. Halatali completed. Holy shit, I got 3 commendations. We take those. Alright, so now that we've lit up that dungeon, I should probably go check to see how the boys are doing. Probably gonna put that Halatali run on hold for a bit. So Ifrit is our first real boss and introduction to Trials, and as a result, he's really easy. The biggest danger is the Eruption spell, but I feel like he only ever targets the players furthest away, so I never really feel like I'm in danger. When the nail spawns, we have to kill it. If we don't, we will end up dead. But other than that, there's no real danger to this fight. Oh god. Oh, I'm really glad I missed the limit break button. I was about to be standing right in the middle of that. Oh, Jesus. Holy shit, he's got places to be. Hey, oh, hold up. Who's this twat? So off screen, I've dealt with a bunch of stuff while we catch up with the main story. I've upgraded to Dragoon, I've got the Chocobo, I've unlocked Materia. Now I'm just waiting for the ever-exciting 1000 Maws to pop. At least this guy's here. Alright, forget what I said about Halatali. This is the easiest dungeon in the entire game. It had a rework recently which removed a lot of the slower areas but didn't really replace it with anything. It's another case where two of the bosses are essentially the same, and while the final boss is doing something interesting, its HP is so low that it's dead before it can even get started. And for 1,000 more... Oh hey. Everybody isn't new! Wow, this is gonna be an easy win then. There's really nothing else to this. Oh, there they are. Yeah, this is just kind of the same. Just kill the boss and then everything dies, right? Yep. Oh, gotta get the tail. Don't forget the tail. Uh-oh. Man, I know they changed the streamline, but this is way easier than the old version. God, it's like a non-event. Nope. Back to the story beats for about an hour. So, is nobody gonna tell this guy? Going back to this area for the 4th fucking time. I swear to God, I really hate a lot of the quests when it comes to A Realm Reborn. There's a lot of just back and forths going in the same area several times over. You click a thing and then go back to where you were. I mean, even if you were in here for the lore, this would still feel just kinda tedious, the amount of back and forth that's going on here. But at the same time, that just seems to be the quest philosophy of 14, probably one of the biggest weaknesses I feel the game has. Don't worry guys, we spice it up later, we'll add a stealth mechanic. And we go to the Haukke Manor. So Haukke Manor is around the time when I started to become a lot more paranoid about tanks big pulling. Now don't get me wrong, Haukke Manor isn't bad overall, but one healer or one tank falling asleep at the switch, and we risk losing the first life on this character. The first two bosses are fairly easy, they just spam their AoEs. And the final boss is reworked. It's now a lot less tedious, and it teaches the player about the gaze mechanic. So here's the unfortunate thing about jump. I was really upset when I discovered this. So in normal gameplay, jump is supposed to be an ability where you jump to the target and then go back to where you were. That's usually the general rules of jump. However, it turns out that is actually not what happens at all. Hold on, I'll grab this tiny key. It turns out jump is actually just a throwing ability. I do it now, and I didn't move. Okay, so one of the scariest things about Haukke Manor is when people overpull. There is a lot of damage that can go out in Haukke Manor. It's a good thing that the tank knows what he's doing. You can tell he knows what he's doing because he's wearing no clothes. Oh my god, yes! Unlock the door! Why do you need to ask? Okay, I know why you need to ask, but I'd appreciate it if you didn't. Alright, who's the one that who thinks they can go in there and stealthily get the key? I'm gonna wait for that dude to move. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can get this key. Oh, he's going for it. Oh, never mind. He's not going for it. Who has Asuna on their bars? Not me. I've got DPS to be doing. So for anybody who may be unaware of status effects, if a status effect has a white line at the top, you can cast Asuna and it will cure it. Oh, shit! Turn around. Where did you... Oh, she's over there. I actually completely forgot about that seduction mechanic. Oh, you got plenty of time to get out of it. It's nothing to worry about. Alright, another dungeon down. I dodged your paralysis, dude. Oh, man. You're having a real bad day. What if I just ignore that and get the boulder? I win. Wait. What's self-destructing still? I hope I'm not gonna blow up by the time this cutscene's over. No, we're good. We're still in one piece. Didn't die, thank God. Okay, so I'm taking a bit of a detour because I've just saw something I haven't seen in years. This fate, I have not actually seen spawn in a long time, and it looks like somebody's actually making an attempt at it. Just for the sake of nostalgia, I just want to do this fate. I have not done this fate in so long. Although I don't know if we can do it. I may end up dead trying to actually do this fate. Because, yeah, Dragon hurts. Dragon is not something to scoff at, but, you know, if we can kill all the ads, maybe one of the AI can take care of it. Okay, I gotta be careful. Apparently, oh, this Lalafell's a tank. That's actually great. That means we can do this. I don't know if I would tank that if I were you, my dude. I know you were a tank, but I would not tank that if I were you. How's the Lalafell doing? Oh, he's dying! Oh, don't tell me you went AFK. no. No, 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 this is bad. Oh, that's bad. Oh, I'm getting out of here. I don't know. I can't. Ooh, I can't survive it. 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 Oh, boy. Horse is coming back. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. No, don't die. Nope, I'm taking a risk. I gotta go. 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 I am not. Oh, Jesus. Well, that was nostalgic for a different reason. Feel bad for the Lalafell that's just been turned into fucking paste by the dragon. Okay, I don't know why. I think the Lalafell is back to trying it again. It's nearly dead. I'm going to give this another shot. We might actually get a clear on it. Alright, ads, you just... Oh, wait. Oh, he died again. Okay, never mind. I guess I'm too late. He died again. Oh, that's the end of that saga. Alright, Brayflox. Oh, luck shining me today. Brayflox is just cursed for me, if I'm honest. I feel like I've died more times to an overzealous big pool in the first set of mobs than I have attempting an ultimate fight. And it isn't even that difficult a dungeon. The first boss just kind of stands there and hopes the mobs will do something. The second boss is an amusing fight because it has an NPC that attempts to hide behind a random player to avoid the ad chasing it, which in turn puts the random player in the firing line. The third boss does that bubble thing from Final Fantasy VII and then just dies as a dragon falls on top of it. And the final boss is similar to the slime boss from Copperbell Mines, only turned up a notch. Okay, it seems like most people know what they're doing, so fingers crossed. We don't have any... Oh my god, that... Oh, raw, what the hell is that? You guys are a bit late to help. Just letting you know, this fight's kind of over now. Yeah, I've absolutely been spooned on this dungeon. The tank knows what he's doing, the healer's got everything under control. This is a freebie, and I'm kind of glad that it is, because this was one of the dungeons I was a little worried about, just because of how frequently bad things happen in Brayflox. I do love watching the tank do this fight for the first time, and then you end up in a situation where the melee DPS is chasing the boss, who is chasing the tank, who is chasing the ad, who is chasing Brayflox. Oh, he's hiding behind me, I see. Keep hiding. Keep hiding, see where he gets you. Oh, that was almost my face. The way this boss used to work is that it would eventually start vomiting toxic puddles, and while the dragon was in the toxic puddle, it would heal itself. And you know, you'd be trying to tell the tank to move it, but they wouldn't be reading chat, or maybe the whole group didn't realize that it was happening. Eventually, when the number crunch happened, you could out damage its healing, but now they've just changed it so that it's a fight that has like some things going on. If you remember the slime fight from the Copperbell Mines, then this should actually be relatively familiar. Oh, I'm the melee. I forgot I was the melee. Can you imagine if that pointed at me right there? That would have been awkward. I'm gonna give it to the tank, only because his face terrifies me, and I feel like he would become my sleep paralysis demon if I didn't give him a commendation. Alright, here we go. I am fucking shitting myself right now. So we've reached the first actual scary point in this playthrough, and that's the Navel. If you look at this fight mechanically, it isn't too difficult. The Titan has something we haven't seen before. The ability to one-shot you. Landslide is an ability that knocks the player backwards, far. And with the walls disappearing and the arena getting smaller, getting hit by one landslide can result in your death, and there's nothing you can do about it. So there's absolutely no pressure here whatsoever. It's time to take the plunge. Alright, if there was ever a time to not fuck up, this would be the time. Thank you, you're also new. Good luck to you.
I'm in danger!
Oh no. We have a chance though, it's not the end of the world. The tank can be revived. I gotta pull aggro though. Oh, that's the move. Oh, things are getting dicey. Have I been chosen? No. Slade. He's gonna get knocked off again. Okay, this buys us some time. Oh no. Please get him up, please get him up, please get him up. Okay, it's not me. Oh, we gotta get him down quick. We gotta get him down pronto. I shouldn't have done that. I panicked. Oh, okay, we got landslide. Don't tank, please. You're gonna get knocked off again. Oh, that ain't good. I'm so glad that for once I'm doing the lowest amount of damage. Oh my god. Oh dear me. Whew. Oh, my nail just left. Oh man. Thank you, SW. Thank you for that. Thank you for putting me on the edge of my fucking seat. Oh my god. Why am I under attack? Ah! Dude, I'm not in the right mind for this. Get me out of here. Alright, I think that's enough first-person adventures for a little while. I'm gonna go order a pepperoni pizza, and I'm just gonna chill for like a day or two before I come back to this. It's less about the actual dying and more about losing the fact that so far we haven't died. I would like to get through as much of the game as possible without dying, and I was really worried that's where the first death would come in. I wanted so badly to get over this hump. Oh, but we did it. Well, hey, you've made it to the end of the first episode. There's not much else beyond this point, but I appreciate that you've made it this far. I understand that calling this a challenge right now is a bit of a stretch given how easy the content is at the moment, but I am hoping as we get further along, things will start to become absolutely unbearable. On the next episode, we will be clearing the remainder of the 2.0 story so that we can get ourselves into the spicier content. Hopefully I don't die before I get there. Now I know some of you will be curious about how I'm going to handle extremes and savages. And I'm going to be upfront, I'm actually not sure what I'm going to do about those yet. I plan on getting through the entire story content through all expansions first before I even tackle any of the extremes. And even then I might remove the life system, but that is a long way away. We will cross that bridge when we come to it. I mean, I'll be honest, I still haven't even done all the savages on the main yet. Have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Unless you didn't like the video, then I probably won't, although I don't think you would have made it this far if you didn't like the video. Hey, if you hated the video and got to the end, feel free to let me know.